In a recent spate of videos, I was talking about the old neighborhood, West Main Street, meeting new kids like Chucky Ellsmore, John Craig, Susie Craig, Barbara Bouchard, her little sister, and other people that came by. Dean and Dean Eustace moved in upstairs in the other apartment. And Dean was a half brother to the Tripps, Donald Tripp, Larry Tripp, those guys, Gene, Dennis, all those fellas. And Donald was probably one of my first best buddies. He came by Dean and Dean a couple of times, and we played down in the woods, and that was kind of cool. And another person that used to come by with Chucky Ellsmore was a guy named Hammond Buck. Hammond's father owned Buck's nursery over toward Searsport Terrace, across the road. There was a nursery. My brother Jerry worked for Hammond, senior, at the nursery. And young Hammond, used to come over with Chucky. One day, Hammond came over by himself. And I don't know, he may have had a crush on my sister Rhonda, but things weren't working out very well for him in his courtship efforts. Rhonda and I were playing out on the front yard at the ancestor house. It was a pretty big front yard. I'd say it was a good 50 feet by maybe 75 feet wide from Route 1 to the front of the house and sideways. And one of the things, oddly enough, that we were playing with was a push mower handle. It had come off of the rotors, the blades, the little spinny blades, the old antique. And the metal work was still on it, the frame that held it connected to the rotating blades, but just the blade, the handle, and the shaft, and the metal Y. And for some reason, Hammond got the idea that he was going to pin Rhonda to the ground with it. And I guess it was his way of being a boy and trying to flirt with her or whatever. But I got a little offended with it, so I tried to tackle Hammond, and Hammond kind of knocked me away. But Rhonda got out from underneath that handle, and the next thing I knew, I looked up. Hammond was a good 2 feet taller than Rhonda. And I looked up, and Rhonda was airborne, and she hit him in the nose. Pow! It was a really loud smack, like you slap a watermelon kind of smack. And his hands went up to his nose. He covered his nose. He pulled his hands away, and there was blood. Blood. I mean, like broken nose kind of blood. And Hammond started screaming, running for home. I didn't hear him say mommy or anything, but he was definitely scared. Nonnie had set him straight.